Donnajodhan presents Ask Donna, a weekly podcast on a plethora of topics and tips. Donna's podcast is split into 4 distinct sub-podcasts. The first week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Bloggers podcast on such topics as overcoming bullies and bullying, tips on entrepreneurship, and protecting oneself from scams and scammers. The second week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Coach podcast. A bit of this, a bit of that from her monthly Did You Know diary. The third week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Homemaker podcast. Tips on everyday hints to help you take advantage of natural remedies and solutions. And the fourth week of the month is where Donna's podcast is all about her product review and a book review. Sit back and enjoy.
Hello. Greetings, everybody. And I'm Donna Jodhan, your host for the Ask Donna show, week 2 for July 2024. How is everybody doing? How are you going? How are you enjoying the summer? I hope that everyone is having a great time enjoying the outdoors and simply being able to have some wonderful times outside in the warm sunshine, the fresh air. Okay, I'd like to thank you for dropping by to listen to me on YouTube and Spotify and Apple. And I thank you for your suggestions, your thoughts, your comments, your feedback. Thank you. And my listenership is increasing steadily, so I want to thank you again for all of this. And thank you to my brother in Montreal, Michael. Michael, hope you're doing good. Hope Heather is doing good as well. So you guys, you are well and we are ready to go for this week. And for this week, week 2, it's all about Ask the Coach. Ask me, Donna, the coach. Before we get down to business, let me tell you about my Etsy announcement. Please visit YouTube and learn about my Etsy announcement at my Etsy playlist. I am known as Blindly Brilliant, so you can visit me on Etsy, www.etse.com. Look for Blindly Brilliant and have a look at the growing number of products that I'm going to be offering. You are not obliged or don't feel obligated to buy my products. I just want to motivate you and encourage you to create through pottery. And thank you to my good friend and a pottery studio instructor, Sean Kelly. Thank you, Sean, and hello from me. Right, let's look at the questions, and I chose some of these questions from my question bag at random. Okay. I chose this question because I've had more than one listener asking this question. And Gillian would like to know if there is such a thing as having a drainer that you can drain your stuff over the sink. Okay? It's a dish drainer that she's looking for that she can use and, drain it over the sink. So she puts the dish drainer over the sink to drain her dishes. Yes, Gillian, there is a dish drainer. Where can you buy it? You can go to any home hardware store or any kitchen store, and there you would find several varieties and in several sizes. But they do definitely exist. Kerby would like to know if there is such a thing as tongs for his wife who is vision impaired. He's looking for tongs that he can use or she can use safely. Okay? He wants to make sure that they are safe for her to use. Yes, there are tongs that you can buy. You can either go online and look for a store that sells products for blind and vision impaired persons, or products that, stores that sell products for persons with disabilities. Or even if you visit your kitchen store, your favorite kitchen store, and have a look, ask the salesperson to tell you what is safe. Check it out though. Make sure that your wife would be good with it. I like tongs with longer handles so that I know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm very careful with it. I am ambidextrous, so it all depends on how she feels holding the tong in her hand. Okay? Okay. I hope this answers it. Okay. Next question. Meila is searching for a burger press that is easy to use. Well, you know, we're all different in the types of burger press that we want to use. It all depends on how well it fits in your hands. How does it feel when you touch it, when you lift it? Is it easy to lift? Is it not too heavy? Is it of the good size so that it's not too big and too cumbersome? Does it fit on your kitchen counter or in your kitchen drawer nice and snug? So these are the things that you should consider when looking for a burger press to suit your needs. All right? Right, so for this week, it's all about my diary. Welcome to my Did You Know diary. A bit of this and a bit of that for this month from my personal diary. Here's what I learned for this month. Okay? Here's a wee lesson in geography for you. The driest place on earth for you to know about is the Atacama Desert near Chile. Okay? It is near the Pacific coastline of Chile. That is the driest part of the world. Less than 0.004 inches of rain falls there each year. But there is some water in this wasteland, and there are some salt lakes. Temperature never exceeds freezing, and snow still remains from previous years, believe it or not. Okay? Here's a tip number 2 on junk foods. The 4 most popular junk foods are potato chips, ice cream, candy bars, and cookies. Pay attention, folks. The top 4 junk foods are potato chips, ice cream, candy bars, and cookies. Boy, I like them all. Americans eat 31% more packaged foods. Okay? They eat 31% more pre-packaged foods than fresh foods. Okay? This is not a good thing, eh? So that's what it is about junk food. Number 3. How to preserve your most treasured garment keepsakes. Wrap tightly in blue tissue paper and seal tightly in a box or a bag. Store it in a sealed bag or a box. You wrap it tightly in blue tissue paper and store it in a box or a sealed bag. Number 4. What is the best time to try on for new shoes? Probably in the late afternoon or early evening. And why is this? It is the time of day when your feet have expanded the most after daily activities, believe it or not. So the best time is in the late afternoon or early evening. Your feet are the smallest when you wake up in the morning. Okay? Number 5. Here's another tip for your shoes. If you are having problems when fitting your feet into your shoes, here's what you do. Sprinkle the insides or the interiors of your shoes with some baby powder, and voila, your shoes will go on quite easily. Yeah, try it. It works like a charm because I've tried it from time to time. What is number 6? What is a homemade suggestion for an after meal digestion? Okay, what is a homemade suggestion for an after meal digestion? Why not try enjoying some fruit? I love fruit, so try some fruit after dinner if you want to take care of your digestion. Number 7, if you're looking for ways to have your plants stay alive while you are on a short trip, here is a solution if your trip does not exceed 2 weeks. First, you place enough water in your pots as if you're watering normally. Next, wrap your plants in plastic, making sure that your plants are entirely covered. When you return, remove the plastic and presto, your plants will be healthy, wealthy, and wise. I do this all the time because I travel quite a lot, and I water my plants normally. I cover with plastic, make sure that the plants are well covered, and then when I return, I remove the plastic, and voila, the plants are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay? Okay? You're wondering, how could this be? And it's simple. The plastic helps to keep moisture in, and this moisture helps to keep your plants nice and damp. Okay? 8, a wee tip about water. 60% of our bodies is made up of water, believe it or not. Number 9, a tip for keeping your bill payments on track. Okay? You want to keep them straight and on track? Here's a tip. Best to use just one credit card, and in so doing you only have to deal with one payment. Number 10, here's a tip on taking chargers with you when you are traveling. Okay, here's a word on this. Keep in mind that the voltage for Europe and the UK are different from the voltage in North America and different parts of the Caribbean. Best to consult your electronics store before you go on your trip to find out more about the correct type of voltage that you would need and the best charger that you would need to buy. Okay, here are some questions to the coach, me, that I received recently. Dina would like to know if there is such a thing as roasting bags. And Dina, yes, roasting bags do exist. I use them to cook my chicken. And I find that when I do that, I put my chicken in the roasting bags and I put it in the oven and away I go. I find it gives me a sweeter taste. Roasting bags or cooking with roasting bags, I find the meat is always sweeter. And you know what? It is not as greasy, or it's a lot, I think it's a lot nicer when you cook with a roasting bag. Sean is looking for something to preserve his counter when he is chopping vegetables. And Sean, there are chopping mats out there that you could go out and get. Put the chopping mat on your counter, place your vegetables on the chopping mat, and away you go. It's a great way to preserve your counter so that you don't have nicks and cuts in your counter. Okay? Katie wants to know if there's such a thing as having a gadget that does zesting and grating. Answer, Katie? Yes, I've got one. It's nice and small. Go to your kitchen store or your home hardware store. Ask for the gadget that grates and zests, and you'll be shown one. Folks, this is it for me for this week for my Ask the Coach session, Ask the Coach podcast. Send me an email to askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or donnajodhan@gmail.com. Listen to me on YouTube, on Spotify, and on Apple. Got any questions? Don't hesitate to send me an email. Okay? This is it for me for this week, folks. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her podcast today. She thanks you for having taken the time to tune in and looks forward to being with you next week. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.